when stress speaks through your body, the brain-gut connection cannot be ignored.
Your brain and your gut are always in communication together. So when you're going through periods of higher stress, we're coming around to right before the holidays, so sometimes you can feel the extra stress starting to creep in. And that's when you may start to notice different things in your body, especially your gut, trying to get your attention. So they're always in communication. And as you increase your stress, the ability of your gut to detoxify, to digest, that goes down. And then what goes up with that? Inflammation, bloating, all the other gut symptoms that go along with that too.
So there are more fibers in your vagus nerve, the main parasympathetic nerve in your body, going from your gut to your brain. So there's more information coming from your gut to your brain than there is from your brain to your gut.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about.
And you can't think your way out of this.
No, there's no positive affirmations, not enough of them, that are going to talk your body out of it. Your body has to come to a place where it feels safe. And when you're in a physiological state of fight or flight, sympathetic overdrive, your body doesn't feel safe. So it's not going to take time to rest and digest.
Right. So you create safety through actions, right? It's not thinking your way out of this, it's doing your way out of this. Sitting down and relaxing at meals, not multitasking, not scrolling through your phone, not answering texts, but just sitting down, being present with the people at the table and the food in front of you.
Yeah, or perhaps you're in front of your computer. As he was saying this, I was like, okay, what's my body feel like right now? Oh, my shoulders are up here. So I start to relax my shoulders a little bit. I take a few deep breaths. You can do that like every hour would be wonderful. Think if you did that at the top of the hour all day long. If you even just took 60 seconds to take a few deep breaths. Okay, my shoulders are up by my ears. I'm just going to drop them back down, relax a little bit, and maybe take some magnesium. No, I can't say that. And have a magnesium-rich food. Magnesium does wonders for the muscles.
Yeah, and so like a deep yawning breath. A yawning breath is a very deeply parasympathetic activity. So just think about, how do I evoke or elicit my parasympathetic nervous system, my rest and digest nervous system? So that's what we're trying to do. In an hourly chime on your watch or your phone, and just roll your shoulders, a couple of deep yawning breaths, and then back to work.
So why is this a big deal? Like, what's so important about it? Well, when you're in states of high stress for long periods of time, especially for women in midlife ranges like me, perimenopause, the hormonal shifts that are happening in the changes, stress just amplifies those. And it's kind of like a hamster wheel. Like, what comes first, the stress or the hormonal changes, or they're both kind of happening simultaneously, creating this perfect storm. So taking these little moments during the day and really trying to reset your body does help with these shifts and bringing balance.
Absolutely. So from chaos to calm. And so there's this total body coherence, right? We've got molecular signals, we've got cell membrane signals, we've got tissue level signals, we've got organ level signals, and then we have whole organism signals, and then we have community signals and society signals. And when they're all coherent, that's when we're in balance. But we live in an all yang all the time society that drives us to be in fight or flight all the time. And so being intentional about finding moments of peace. People say, well, I can't sit down, I just can't rest. Well, that's because you're locked in fight or flight. That's not a healthy state to be in. That's not a productive state to be in. That's a nervous energy state to be in. And we don't want to be there. We want to be in a calm, relaxed, but focused and productive place. We want to be in an alpha place or a theta place but or a gamma place. I meant to say an alpha place or a gamma place, but not a high beta place. Where those are all types of brain waves.
And so, what is the worst thing that can be said to you when you're in this state? The worst thing, I think, is when my husband tells me to relax, take a few deep breaths. Oh yeah, tell me to take a few deep breaths when I'm worked up. But so that's why it's really great to know these things and have awareness, because it helps your relationships too. If I can take a few deep breaths.
If I can narrowly escape being murdered.
If I could take a few deep breaths, even if he does say that stuff, then it doesn't bother me as much. But yeah, it's
emphasis on the as much.
It was a little more control because I know I have a little more control over it. I know my own mindset. Sometimes the hardest thing too is being told you're doing something wrong as well. So I think when you can have the self-awareness to really exercise these things yourself, that's really powerful. It's a really powerful tool.
And I would offer reframing it from I'm doing something wrong to I'd like to alter my physiological state.
How can I help my body to feel safe right now? How can I feel safe, nourished, supported? Because that's really what your body's craving. So being stuck in this high stress, fight or flight all day long really does disrupt those hormones. It causes those GI symptoms that often speak before you know you're even under stress. Your body is always giving you feedback.
So there's this idea of this pause between stimulus and response, right? Something happens and usually we just respond to it. We react to it, right? But there's this moment between the stimulus and response where we have agency and we can choose the response. Mm-hmm. And exercising that agency, exercising that moment, and choosing rather than reacting.
Yeah, and it's muscle memory too. So that's why we try to bring awareness to all these exercises, because when you are, utilizing them during the day, you do naturally have that growth in that area between stimulus and response.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to pop on here today. We haven't done a live in weeks. We have so much going on here at Just Be Well. So we're going to be sharing some really exciting news rather quickly. But we have a lot of dust in the air that's starting to settle. So we're very excited. But we wanted to just pop on today because really this month we wanted to talk about the gut-brain connection. And we're coming up to the holidays. We're coming up to the cold and flu season, which goes a lot with the increasing stress, the decrease in, just being naturally outdoors, especially us in the more northern hemisphere.
Yep.
So really ways that we can bring balance back to our lives.
Alrighty, so we'll see you next time.